It is just so good, and I want to thank Rumble for listening. Anyone who's watching this who's looking to join a platform with incredible community and you want incredible quality on your streams as well, Rumble. Hello world, and welcome to another video. Today I want to talk about the Direct RTMP Passthrough feature that Rumble has recently introduced to its site. Now, for those of you who saw my video on the Rumble Creator Program right here, when the program first came out, in that video I showed how there's two different ways that you can go live. You can either go live through the Rumble Studio option up here, or you can go live here. If you want to watch that and kind of see how things have progressed since then, I would recommend doing that just so that you can see the progress that's happened, and it's really cool. Now with the RTMP server, you don't have to do that anymore, and this room is just permanently open. So if I were to enter this, I've got the URL here, which is just everyone's going to have the same URL, and then I've got the stream key. Obviously that's not something I'm going to show, but once you copy and paste this into OBS, it's just permanent now. You don't have to do all the other stuff anymore. You just enter this room. If you want to change anything on the information, you change it. Let's say I change something here. I'll just add a space. There will be a little save changes button. You just click on save changes. Down here, you can upload the little placeholder video. You still have the pass-through option here, which will disable people being able to rewind, at least supposedly. Sometimes people can still rewind, sometimes they can't. I'm hoping that at some point when they actually release this fully, because right now it's not fully released, hopefully enabling this will still allow people to rewind just like they did with the low latency option. Because it's not live right now, there are some things that you can't do. You can't schedule a time, you just have to start right now. You can't do the ad reads or anything like that either. Probably a few other things that you can't do, but I haven't really dived that deep into that side of the streaming. So, but you can actually multi-stream now. So there's a room where you can go and you can say right here you can add destinations, and then when you do that, you can add YouTube or Twitch or whatever else, and then you can multi-stream all from right here, which is really cool. So there's a few things I want to talk about. I have always been open about my opinions on Rumble and with anything, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. If there's something positive that Rumble has done, I will praise them for it. If they do something that isn't so good, then I will talk about that as well, and I will critique them for that. I'm not the type of person who is just going to lay down and say, yes, everything you do is wonderful, it's great, it's perfect no matter what. I'm not going to sugarcoat things. That's not how you make progress, and that's not how things get fixed. When the creator program first came out, and a lot of people had issues with the old studio because the quality was very bad. You were capped out at 1080p, 60 frames. You could only go up to a maximum of 10,000 bitrate, and the quality of the streams were just very, very bad. It was not good for gamers. People who were showrunners, like podcasts and stuff like that, it worked great for them. But for people like me and gamers, it was not good at all. And a lot of people expressed that, and I was one of them. But in Mod Mondays, I mentioned that I really hope that whenever the program comes out and whenever we have to do Studio, that they'll eventually introduce the low latency option in the Studio so that we can have good quality. And for the first couple months, that didn't happen. The streams were very not good. The Studio was just not good. It almost seemed to start getting worse, and Studio even got to the point to where I couldn't even play certain games in it without it pretty much just crashing Studio. I'll give an example here. So in one of my streams, I tried just actually streaming in Studio, and we were playing Portal with SV, and this ran okay. This wasn't bad. This is, again, the maximum quality, so it's still pretty blurry and stuff, but hey, at least it ran. Well, I wanted to go and play some other games, so I went and decided to go and play some Rainbow Six Siege. And again, in terms of performance, it ran okay. There's not a whole lot of frame skipping or anything like that, but you can tell that the quality of the video is just not very good. And again, this was the maximum I could push out. But then after that, I wanted to go and do some Hunt Showdown, because that's another thing that SV and I do. And again, this was what it would look like. And this is where some of the other issues started happening. So right now it looks a little smooth, but after a while, if you listen to the audio here, so you hear that electronic sounding audio. This would start happening when using Studio, because Studio was using a lot of CPU usage on top of the games that you were playing on top of your streaming, and so it would start making this audio here. And obviously listening to that during a stream is not very pleasant. So after that, enough viewers said that, hey, this is happening. And then I decided to go play Helldivers because I love Helldivers. And this is what happened at Helldivers. But thank you. Thank you for clipping that. Yeah, just in case it's different, I'll check it out, but I'm pretty sure I know it. It seems like anything that... So you can see how it's just, it's freezing, it's skipping. This was the whole stream. The whole thing was just looking like this. So that's what my experience was in Studio. And so what I had to resort to was just streaming VODs from my previous streams on other platforms through Studio to just get studio hours. I didn't like having to do that, but that was the only thing I could do because obviously I can't, this isn't content. This isn't something that people are going to watch. So I was very critical of Studio and its quality and Rumble for, you know, having us be required to do that. And I saw other people saying that Studio was perfect, and I'm just not going to be one of those people. If there's a problem, I'm going to say it and I'm going to show it. Now, after they announced the Direct RTMP stuff, I would see some people testing it, and I still wasn't super impressed because the things that they were testing, the resolutions and the bit rates that they were streaming at, still wasn't like, I want to see 1440. I want to see high bit rate. I want to see nice, crisp, clean gameplay. And no one was testing that, and that was a little sad to see as well. At least not that I saw. If someone did it, I just didn't see it. But there came a point where I received access almost about a month ago, which again, Rumble, I cannot express enough how grateful I am for, one, the platform, and just two, all of you guys, and for what you've done. This site is incredible. The community is incredible. I love Rumble. It's so good. I don't even have the words for it. Thank you. And again, thank you for giving me access to this. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. So once I was given access, I was actually, it's kind of funny. I was in the middle of live streaming here. I was doing the Titanfall 2 campaign, and then I saw that I got an email saying, hey, I was given access, and I immediately stopped the stream and went onto this stream. So here, I will show you. This stream right here is using the low latency, and I was at 15,000 bitrate. So the gameplay is nice and smooth, looks pretty good. No stutters or anything like that. We were on max difficulty for this as well, which is why I'm jumping around so much, but it looked really good. It was nice and clean, nice and smooth, really cool. Love the low latency. Then when I switched over to the RTMP that same day, I went ahead and I put it in 20,000 bitrate. Actually, I started in 25,000, and then in order to extend the VOD even further, you can see I was a little excited. To extend the VOD a little further, I eventually lowered it down to 15, and the VOD kind of balanced out to 19,000. Basically 20. And this is using Studio, the new Direct RTMP Studio. And you can see it is beyond night and day difference. I mean, it is incredible. It looks so good. And again, the VOD averaged down in bitrate. So at first, it looked even better. And I wasn't having any audio issues, no visual glitches, no over CPU usage. And there was particularly a scene here that I wanted to look at, this right here. Now I know that there's not a lot of motion here, but that's not the point. When there's motion, it still looks just as good. But when I'm looking at this and I'm watching, the text is clear, the chat is clear, and I'm looking at the characters in game, and while I'm watching this, it probably won't look as good as it will for you guys, because you know, the video compression and whatnot, once you upload videos and everything, whether it's on YouTube or Rumble or whatever, there's always going to be compression. So this looks better for me than it will for you. I'm telling you, this blew me away. When I streamed on it, I didn't have any issues whatsoever when I streamed on this. There was no hangups, there was no audio issues, there was no visual issues. And when I'm looking at this, it looks just like I'm actually in the game. And that is difficult to achieve in a pre-recorded video. I've been doing this since I was 18. All right, I've been on YouTube for the majority of those years. I've been on Rumble since November of 24. So I haven't been here for very long. And the quality of Direct RTMP is, it's insane. It's so good. And again, I know I haven't been here very long, but I will say that this is probably the best thing that I've ever seen Rumble put out, at least in my time being here. This is incredible. It is so crisp, so clean. We'll get more to some action here. So again, the gameplay right here with more action and shooting looks great. Looks great. It's the fact that this is a live stream. Okay, this is not a pre-recorded thing. This is a live stream. It looks this good. It's so incredibly refreshing to see this and have this, and to know that I don't have to do VOD streams anymore. I can actually just stream every day the way I want to, and I'm getting the hours that I need for studio hours, for the partner program or the creator program. I'm just not having these issues. Now, the other thing that's interesting is that when I would be streaming with the low latency key, which again, up until RTMP Direct came out, I always said that low latency is the way to go. And for people who don't have access to this yet, I still recommend that. But once RTMP gets released to everyone, I'm not even thinking about it anymore. Studio just has it, and it's incredible. And the other thing was, when I would stream using the low latency, I've been having internet issues for a few months now, actually, which is insane to say, but anyone who has been watching my streams, they know I've been having some crazy issues. But when I would start dropping frames, latency, or the time that it would take for people to have their chat reach me and pop up here, you can see these chat bubbles here. When people would type, you know, there's a little pop, and that time, that stream delay, would go from about 2 seconds to 10 seconds or 20 or more. And the only way that I could fix that was by going over to OBS and hitting stop stream and then start stream again. And then that would kind of refresh things, and then people could refresh the pages, and then it would work fine. But with Direct RTMP, I noticed I don't have to do that anymore. I don't have to stop the stream on my end. All I have to do is, once I stop seeing my frames dropping and I can see that it's stable, I just tell people to refresh their pages, and boom, it's back to 1.78. If you know, you know. But usually it's around 2 seconds of chat delay. So you type in chat, in about 2 seconds or so, it'll pop up. And that's very fast for a chat delay for any platform. It's great. The fact that I don't have to do that, and that it kind of fixes itself automatically, is awesome. While you're streaming, it will also show you down here, because I'm not live, you can't see it, but when you're streaming, it'll show you the resolution that you're at, the bit rate you're at, and it'll also show you your packet loss. I haven't seen any packet loss while I've been streaming in this, and like I said, I've been streaming in it for about 3 weeks now. I don't know if it's accurate or not, but I haven't noticed any issues, so as far as I know, it is accurate, and I haven't had any packet loss. But again, it is just so good, and I want to thank Rumble for listening. There was a big point where a lot of us who were, you know, new into the program, we were very unhappy with Studio. Even people who didn't do the more fast-paced games like what I do, they still weren't very happy either. And the fact that we have this now, that they listened and they updated and they're making more progress each day, is incredible. I have to hand it to them. It's, like I said, it's one of the best things if not the best thing that I've seen Rumble put out other than the creator program. So anyone who's watching this, who's looking to join a platform with incredible community and you want incredible quality on your streams as well, Rumble. That's it. You want the best quality, you want the best community, you want the least amount of censorship, you come to Rumble. And you ignore all the other people who say all the other things that this platform is only meant for a certain type of people. It's not. There's always going to be bad actors no matter where you are, whatever platform you're on, that doesn't matter. Don't listen to the headlines. Come to the channel, come to the platform, try it out, and you will quickly realize that Rumble is not a place of hate and all these other things that you hear about it. It is the exact opposite. Again, I cannot express how much the community and everything in Rumble is just incredible. I've met some incredible people here that are now people who I consider to be very close friends of mine, and I talk to every single day. I'll stream with them. It's great. I've been on YouTube, I've been on Twitch. There's a lot of hate, there's a lot of toxicity, there's a lot of competition. On Rumble, there is not that. It is just building community. That's what the world needs, really. We got to stop doing all this divisive thing, and that's why a lot of people come out and say these things about Rumble, because they know that that's the fact. They know that it's good, so they have to try to find something to condemn it. So anyways, I'm not going to get into that, but I just want to say thank you again to Rumble for all the listening and all the incredible things that you're doing in this community and for gaming and everything. It's incredible. Now, there is another thing that I want to mention, and this goes back to what I was saying about critiquing Rumble. If there's something that I disagree with, I'm going to talk about it. Again, this is all constructive criticism. There is no attacks, there's no hatred, there's nothing. This is just, here's what I think would be better. And this is not just my opinion. I've talked to some of the biggest creators on this platform. I've talked to a lot of people, whether they're big and small, and pretty much everyone agrees. When the creator program first came out, one of the things that they did, well, there was two things. One, they gave people a special little blue icon that appeared, and that kind of signified that someone was in the creator program. So when you would type in chat, you see these little icons here. This little green one, this one, if you were in the creator program, would actually be blue, and that would kind of signify, hey, this person is in the program. And people who weren't would just have the green, and people loved that. And again, everyone I've talked to, whether they're small or whether they have thousands of followers, everyone I've talked to have said how much they miss that little blue check mark and how much they wish that they had it back, and we want that back. More importantly, one of the things that Rumble did was, when the program came out as well, they actually had a little section here. There was like gaming and all this stuff, but then there was actual creator program section, and it would be the same thing, and it would actually show all of the creators that were in the program, and then it would put all the ones that were live up at the top. And when that happened, there was so much community growth that happened during that short period of time. It was insane. I had so many people come into my channel and say, hey, I love watching the stream. I've never heard of you before. The only reason that I found you is because of the creator program page here. I was going through and looking at the different creators. I saw you. Your content's awesome. Thank you so much. Hit the follow button. And that happened everywhere. There were so many people who came in almost every day saying, hey, I found you because of this little panel. Hey, I only know about you because this creator section here. I never heard of you before. I love your content. And I would see that on other people's channels as well. People would go through and they would just be like, hey, this is awesome. I'm so glad that this section here exists because I never found you until now. And then at some point, they took that away. They took away the blue check mark and they took away the section here. I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but I heard somebody say that they removed those things for people's privacy, and that maybe people were getting harassed or something like that for being in the program. I don't really know, but I'll be honest, that doesn't make any sense. There's several reasons why it doesn't. One, I can't imagine someone getting harassed because they're in a partner program, other than the person who might have been doing the harassing was upset that they weren't in the program. That is still not a justification to basically punish everyone else who's in the program and take away a whole panel that was growing community. because again, the whole purpose, the thing that people love the most about Rumble is that it is about growing community. That is what we want. We want to just be one big happy community, and we love each other. And when they had that section there, that was the most impactful thing I've ever seen on this platform in terms of community building. It was insane how many new people showed up and how many people stayed. There are several people in my chat now who come in every single day because they found me from that section. I know a lot of other people who had that same experience as well. Going back to what doesn't make sense about it is, if you're going to say that you took that away to protect people's privacy, it doesn't make much sense. One, those people should understand that they made the effort and signed up to be in the program. That's part of it. You made the effort. That's what you did to get into that. And the other side of it is, if you look at my buddy SV Games here, notice how he has this little premium tab on these 2 videos, or these 3 videos. You can only do that when you're in the creator program. And part of the stipulation to continue being in the creator program is to have premium hours. So the fact that this tab is here already shows that this person is in the creator program, because the only people who can do that are people in the program. So there really isn't any privacy here, because you can still just go and look and see, okay, well, this person's in there. So that kind of negates the whole privacy argument. On top of that, no other platform, whether it's Twitch, YouTube, or anything else, is going to completely take away features because somebody may or may not have been harassed for whatever reason for being involved in either being partnered with YouTube or being in the Twitch partner program, all that type of stuff. That's not what they do. They take care of the person who's being harassed, and they remove the person who's doing the harassing. And that's pretty much it. That's all you really need to do. That shouldn't be on Rumble to say, okay, well, we're going to take away all this stuff because there's some bad actors. No, keep the features that the people love, and that's helping grow the community, and get rid of the bad actors. That's all you have to do. So what I strongly recommend and really hope that Rumble will do is bring back the creator program section just like they had it before. Don't change anything about it. Make it function the exact same way it did. Have it be in the same place it did. Let the community grow. We were all so happy finding each other, and now it's just kind of back to this, whoever you follow, and then it's like, yeah, bring back the creator program tab. In addition to that, for those who don't know, I also do graphic design. And something that I'm offering to Rumble is I'm not going to show it, but I'm currently making a logo for something that I think would be really cool to kind of stand out, maybe make it a little bit different, to make an icon. I'm in the process of still creating it, and then I'm going to vectorize it. And then if Rumble is willing to do this, I will just send them this icon for free, and they can just use it. I don't care. I'm not looking to make money off of it, because I think it's that important that we bring those icons and those things back. Reward the people who are putting in the effort to be in the program. Reward the people who are working their butts off in order to be in this program that you've created. We love the program, and we want to show that we're in it. So I think it was a mistake to remove those things, and I think that it would be a very simple fix to just bring it back. And again, if there's any bad actors out there, then identify them and get rid of them. But we shouldn't be impacted like this because of that. Now, the other thing that I've been thinking about for a while is, if there are people who are more podcasters who are in the creator program, but then there's gamers, a distinction, and that's what my logo would be, is it would be a distinct for gaming. Make there be 2 programs, basically. One group is in the show side of things, and the other are in the gaming side of things. And the programs could work and function and everything the exact same. Like, there's no difference between them. You just say, hey, I'm either a show person or a gaming person. Again, my logo would be for gaming. If they were to do this, I could try to make one for shows as well. If you're interested, I think it would be cool to say, hey, this person's clearly in the gaming program, or this person's clearly in the show program. You know, again, there's no difference between them other than the little icon that shows up here, and then they could still all be included in the creator program here, because they already were. And again, there was so much growth on everyone, and there was so many new people who came in and were so happy that that section was there. People loved it, whether they were streamers or viewers. And I think that, again, for Rumble being the community focused platform that it is, they really should bring that back. If there's anything that I can do to help or give advice or whatever, again, with the logo, anything like that, I'm more than willing to sit down and talk to someone or whatever it is. You know, I know that I'm not quite at the point where I'm, you know, I know all the people at Rumble or anything. I don't really know anyone. It's just exciting whenever you get a simple interaction from Rick or Chris or something like that. I know them. I'm still learning more people, or learning about who these people are, but I haven't actually gotten to truly interact with them. I know I'm not at that point yet, but I hope to be at some point, and I would love to sit down and talk with whoever might be willing to listen. But I do think that bringing back the creator program section and giving us back either our blue check mark or, again, me making that logo and just letting Rumble have it and letting the gamers have their little thing. And then also give people who are in the program who may not want that attention, give them an option to toggle off that little icon. If they don't like having that icon there, let them have a little toggle that just says, okay, well, I want to be in the program, but I don't want to announce that I am, so I'll just tick this setting. No one will know, but they still are in the program. They still do the premium content and everything. But we really liked having that, and we would really love to have it back. So I feel like that's pretty much all that I have right now on those topics. There's a couple other things that I do want to talk about, but I'm not going to get into those in this. That's a completely separate video. They are more critiques and things, but this right here, I just wanted to show the difference between old Studio and RTMP and how substantially better the RTMP Studio is now. It's just so good. And I have to express so much thankfulness for Rumble, for the people at Rumble, for listening, and for giving the gaming side of things, of the community, things that we need in order to do what we need to do for the program. Thank you again so much for giving me this access, and thank you again for just the platform in general. It really is incredible. Everyone hears about community, and it's awesome. Again, I've been on YouTube, Twitch, I've been on all these different platforms over all these years. I can safely say that Rumble is without a doubt the best. Such incredible people, such incredible communities, and it's growing. Hashtag Rumble Takeover. So thank you again, Rumble, so much for everything, and thank all the viewers, all the followers, all the streamers, all of you people, everyone on Rumble. Thank you guys for being who you are and what you are, and let's just continue to build this community and this platform, and let's make it the top. And I think that we can do that, and I think that's on its way. We just have to make the right steps at the right time. So thank you guys again so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and a comment. It helps me out very much. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're on Rumble, make sure you hit the follow button. If you want to catch me live, I live stream exclusively on Rumble starting at about 12 p.m. and I go for about 8 or 9 hours every weekday. So again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in either the next video or live stream. Have a good one.